Okay, one more video for today, maybe more, I don't know. TruckerDate.com. TruckerDate.com is my old domain name. It's now CoDriverFinder.com. I tried doing the Dateline for 20 years and it was semi-successful. Catfish pretty much ruined it. I had some competition, but my website was pretty much the best website out of all of my competition. I always stayed the best. But that wasn't good enough. Everybody wanted something for free, which originally I wanted it to be free. But when the catfish started coming out, these online profiles, fake profiles, online romance scammers. Hang on a second. Yellow. This is he.
Hey, how are you, brother? This is Travis. I'm actually calling regards to your home advisor profile you have online.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just to clarify, I'm not with home advisor, but I do work with a lot of other excavating companies that have used similar lead programs in the past. We're not a lead agent at one at all. That's not what we do. We don't believe that you guys.
Okay, I put that guy on mute. It's a spam caller. Anyway, he's talking to himself now. So TruckerDate.com. He's still talking to himself. It's hard for me to talk with that guy talking in my background. Hang on. See how long he talks to himself. Oh, he just asked me a question.
3 miles, turn right onto 313 business route.
Okay, I think he hung up. No, he's still there.
Your experience in that same issue, or is your experience with home advisor a bit different, Kato?
He's still talking. A minute and 45 seconds. That's how long it took before he finally hung up. Now I'll add him to my spam. Phone number, contact, update. ZZ spam. Peace. Have a nice day. All right. Back to what I was saying. Why are these people doing 60 miles an hour? My turn's in 1.5 miles. TruckerDate.com. I ended up having to charge because of the catfish, these online romance scammers, because that was the only way that I could block them. You know, I tried going in and filtering them out and trying to, identify which ones are catfish and which ones are not, and allowing the ones I thought were not in. But unfortunately, that wasn't good enough either, because I ended up letting catfish in because they looked real. It's hard. It's hard to identify some of these scammers online. So, you have to actually physically talk to them to potentially know whether or not they're real or not. And so eventually I just put up a paywall. I'm only charging like $5 a month if they pay monthly. If they pay annually, it's cheaper, So, but nobody wanted to pay. So it pretty much died out. And my competition was actually charging more. So I was the cheapest and I was the best, but they wanted it free, but they didn't want to deal with the catfish then I just couldn't afford to do it for free anymore and focus on dealing with all the catfish. So I put up a paywall and it pretty much died. So now that I discovered dividend stocks, and I've made more money on dividend stocks than I have on my business adventures, TruckerDate has actually made me more money overall, but it's also cost me more money overall. So I actually made less money. So I just decided I'm just going to sell off everything. I'm keeping Co-Driver Finder for a little while. If you're looking for a co-driver, you need a co-driver, you know somebody who's looking for a co-driver, they need a co-driver, have them check out CoDriverFinder.com. And I am charging, like I said, it's $5 a month if you sign up for monthly. If you sign up annually, it's like $2 or $3 a month. And if you sign up for 5 years, then it's like $1 a month. But it's no longer a Dateline. You can still use it for one if you wanted, but it's no longer a Dateline. It's designed for helping other drivers find co-drivers, and I got it as cheap as possible. But I have to have the paywall to keep the scammers out. Scammers won't pay for these sites. Typically speaking, some of them will if they think that the cost is worth it. Then they'll get on there and they'll spend a little bit of money because they know they're going to get more money from you and me trying to scam us. But nonetheless, most of them won't pay. 99% of them probably won't pay. So that's a good way to filter out 90 to 95 to 99% of the catfish. Then, between you and me, we can filter out the rest of them. So, yeah, check out CoDriverFinder.com if you or someone you know is looking for a co-driver. And right now, TruckerDate.com redirects to Co-Driver Finder. I'm selling off the miscellaneous domain names now. I also own some of my competition's domain names. And so I'm starting to sell off my domain names. Basically what I'm doing is I'm renewing them for 10 years at my special rate that I get because I'm my own reseller. I'm my own reseller for domain names. So renewing it for 10 years and I'm listing it for sale. And that takes about a week to 2 weeks process to transfer it to my other location where I can sell it. And then once that's done, then I'll do the next one. I have about 300 domain names. So it's going to take me a while to get all of them listed and get them all sold. But I'm going from my least favorite to my most favorite. I figure by the end of 20 years, I'll have all my domain names sold. And I'll be pretty much out of the IT business. If Co-Driver Finder is successful in the next 10 years, I'll keep it. If it's not, I'm going to sell it too. So we'll see what happens. I still got a few domain names I'm going to keep and I'm going to promote. Some of them for personal reasons, some of them for, potential business reasons. But for the most part, I'm selling off my stuff. So if anyone wants to pick up the torch where I left off, you can let me know. Or you can just look up my domain names and see if they're for sale. And buy them. But yeah, basically, if they're not sold by the time I'm 50 now, if they're not sold by the time I'm 70, I'm just gonna let them go. So if you want to wait 20 years, you can get them, dirt cheap. But if you want them now, you I want a premium because I'm trying to get some of my money back that I spent all these years on the IT business. But like I said, I'm making more money on domain names, on dividend investments than I have in the IT business. So, in any of my other business adventures.
Road ahead.
So pretty much the only thing I'm doing now is dividend investments, working. I'm raising goats. I'm selling goat meat. So if you live in or around Southwest Missouri, look me up at meatmilkgoats.com. And or if you're passing through and you want some goat meat, and in about 2 years, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me an old ice cream truck, and I'm gonna pack the meat that I'm selling in the ice cream truck, and I'm gonna be going around different places selling goat meat. So you might see me in a truck stop with my ice cream truck that says meatmilkgoats.com on the side. And if you're passing through and you're gonna be in a truck stop here in Southwest Missouri in the next 2 years, or after the next 2 years, I should have my ice cream truck and I should be available. I'll go meet you, sell you some goat meat, and I'll hang out there and see if anybody else wants to buy some goat meat. But yeah, it tastes like beef, but it's a lean beef, so it's really healthy. I might also have lamb by then. We're also going to have chickens and guinea meat next year. And I don't know if my girlfriend's going to be marketing the chicken and guinea meat on her website. But if she does, it's at kissingguineas.com. Because she's weird. But anyways, she likes to kiss guineas. Guinea fowl. But anyhow, yeah, I brought home 10 guineas last year, and she fell in love, and now we have about 100. And now she's doing a guinea chicken and guinea hatchery. Maybe next year we'll have peacocks too. But yeah, I've been more successful at this stuff than I have my IT business. And I'm kind of burned out on the IT business, so I'm just selling everything off. So if somebody else wants to pick up the torch, let me know. I would prefer another truck driver have it than somebody else, because truck drivers are going to look out for truck drivers. They're not going to be only looking for money. They're going to be looking out for the truck drivers. Because we know what we need. We know what we want. I think online dating is a joke. I thought it was a great idea when I did it. But now that I realize the crap that goes along with online dating, I really have very little faith in it. So I only have one date line left. It's offgridsingles.com for off-gridders. And if it's not successful in the next 10 years, I'm gonna let it go too. And I have this website. I have a social network. I have one other date line. And like I said, I'm gonna wait till I'm 60. I'll give them 10 years more, and then if they don't do anything, if they're not successful, then I'm just gonna list the domain names for sale. Right now, I'm working on just listing all the miscellaneous domain names for sale. Like the .nets or my competitors' domain names, things like that. So, because I pretty much bought up all my competitor, or a lot of my competitors, and but yeah, I don't know. Was it worth it? Probably not. But I wanted to create a date line for drivers that was a quality date line. Didn't quite work out. But like I said, you can still use codedriverfinder.com as a dateline if you want to, but mostly it's just for finding a co-driver, whether it's your co-driver for life or temporary, whatever tweets your Twitter. Anyways, that's all, folks. Party on. Bye.